here we learn the trick to find the equivalent time constant in an RC circuit. You know that in an RC circuit, this is a charging RC circuit by the way, you also have discharging RC circuits, but here this EMF cell is present, this will throw current, right? This will throw current, this I, I1, I2, right? I will get divided into I1 and I2, this I1 will keep charging this capacitor, right? And if I need the charge on a capacitor as a function of time, it's something like this, Q0 into 1 minus e power minus t by tau, right? This tau is your time constant. This tau is your time constant. At infinite time, the charge will be Q0. So at infinite time, you just have to open this up, right? Find what is the charge. So what happens at infinite time? This will be your E. You have R1, and then you have this thing will open up, right? You also have R2, right? And because the circuit is broken, you can see this entire EMF will come here, right? So if the entire EMF comes here, in fact, you'll have to actually find what that EMF will be, right? You won't get the entire EMF here because there will be some current flowing in this particular circuit, and then using that you'll find the EMF here, because let's say this will come here, R3 will be there, right? And you'll have some current I. So this EMF E here will be nothing but E minus I R1, and that Q is equals to CV. You'll use that. So C times this E, that which is E minus I R1, that will be a steady state charge Q0, right? So the module here that I'm going to discuss is about finding this tau, because once you know Q0, once you know tau, you can get the function of charge, you can get charge as a function of time. How do you find tau? How do you find the time constant, right? So to find time constant, first short circuit the battery. So the step one is short circuit battery. So remember, you can find the time constant even without doing all this, but I'm just telling you a shortcut here. Once you short circuit the battery, the circuit will look something like this. This will be your R1, this will be your R2, this will be your C, and you'll have an R3, right? So as you can see, R1 and R3 are connected in parallel, right? R1 and R3 are connected in parallel, so their net resistance will be R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R3, because they are connected in parallel, and then you have an R2 here, you have a capacitance here. Now step 1 was that. Step 2 is find net resistance across capacitance or capacitor terminals. So what is the net resistance between these 2 points A and B? You have this and these two resistors connected in series, right? So your R net in this case is nothing but R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R3 plus R2, right? Because your R2 is in series here. This is your R net, and finally step 3, your time constant which you are actually looking for, this tau in this expression, is nothing but R net into C. That's your time constant. Once you get time constant, you can substitute that here. You can find Q0 by opening these terminals, and you will get charge as a function of time in the charging RC circuit.